Hello, my crafty friends. Well, this is another page in my A to Z collage challenge book. And I just thought I'd show you what I've done so far in case you missed those videos. I do have a playlist, and you can find all these videos in that playlist. This is A, this is B, C, and D. Now, I didn't do these in alphabetical order, and Tanya said that's fine. Do them as you have stuff. So here's E and F. They became alphabetical order after I did them. Here's M. So that's our start. That's what we've got done so far. This is the paper that I'm using. It's Bristol paper, 100 pound, 7 by 10 inches. That's what I'm using to make my pages on. And I haven't looked through it yet. I just pulled out the I've got all my images in envelopes. So I pulled out the K and L envelope because I think it has enough stuff in it. Surely I can do a page. So I don't know if I'm going to do K or L. So I went ahead and got my dictionary page out. And I'm sure you noticed on those that what I've got as white space is the dictionary page. And so for L, the word is luster. And for K, the word is kinesthetic. These words, they don't have anything to do with the collage. I just wanted some nice positive word to be at the headings. Um, so let's sort our images and see what we've got here. Okay. I have one of the things I always want to add is a word and the letter. And so I've picked out a bunch of letters because I don't know which one is going to go with what I'm doing. And I can use them for something later. So I didn't hesitate to go ahead and pick out a bunch of them. Some of them are capitalized, some of them are not. Okay, here's a lighthouse, a kitten, and leaves, and a lady. And what was this? Oh, a light. And a leopard. Oh, here's another leopard. If I don't use him, he's a snow leopard, so I could put him on the S page if I don't use him. Oh, and here's kiss. There's another kiss. And a key. And some kayaks. And here's a laugh. And this is 3-year-old Ladybird Johnson. So she can go on here too if I decide to use her. And this is the library. Another K and another L. And an L. And this is a letter. So we definitely have more stuff with the L's. So that's what I'm going to do. I will continue to gather more K things. So I'm going to mark out the L because I'm doing that today. And I'm going to stick the K things back in here. Okay. Now then, we've got a lot of stuff here. I can tell you right off the bat, the two things I'm going to do is put this down and put this down to cover the rest of the white space. And then we will audition all of this stuff. Okay. And I don't want big edges. So I'm tearing um, the dictionary page so that it's doesn't have excess page on there. And then we're going to start with that. Let me put this down underneath here in case I go off the edge. I don't want to start gluing everything down to my Okay. Oh, I put it on the K side. Oh well, we'll change the letter on the other side and write a K over there. It's not a big deal. I just grabbed it and started putting glue on. Okay. And we're going to lay this right up here in the corner. Oops, okay. Once it gets down, it's kind of stuck, so you got to be careful. All right, we're gonna start from where I can actually see. Okay. Now then, that's better. If you're paying attention to what you're doing, see it's not it's not as difficult as I made it look. All right, let's change this into a K. Okay, problem solved. And I like this, but that's too much extra space there too. Um, I'm sure I can find something to cover that space up down there. But I want this one to have a more torn edge. So I'm going to use my homemade tear ruler, and it gives me a nice edge. I do have a video on how to make one of these if you want. It's in DIY craft supplies in a playlist if you want to figure out how to do that. Okay. I think I can probably cover up some of that too because I don't want to leave. Well, I can cover that up too. So okay. I'm just going to put it on here the best I can. And then we'll fill in whatever doesn't show up. I'm going to put the letter on there the way I like it the best. And then whatever isn't covered up, I'll cover up with something else. Did it again. Sorry. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and trim this off too, because like I said, well, I'm trying to audition the other things that go on it. I don't want to be off a little bit because I had went over the edge. So probably wouldn't be a huge big deal, but just a precaution. It just makes it easier for me. And I'm all about making it easier if you can. Okay. Now then, we've got leaves. They're pretty, so I want to put them on here because they're pretty. And they may just go right up there. So they can cover up some of that. And I don't need two focal points. I don't need a lady and ladybird. So I'll have to think about that. But we'll figure out which one fits best when we get through. I like the lighthouse. And Don't care so much about the light. Since I have a lighthouse, I don't need a light. And I like a library. I didn't cut it because I wasn't sure if I'd want to cut it or tear it. So I just left it like it is. These were already cut out from another project. So it's one nice thing. If you cut out extra things, and then you can always just put them aside and use them later. Okay, I like the laugh. And I think if I use the laugh, I'll probably use Ladybird because they're both children. And this has a whole different attitude. So we'll keep our childish attitude here. And I like the leopard's reflection. So I want to keep that even if I lose most of the leopard because of it. I could move this down and put the library up there. So let's do that. Okay, and we'll stick the library up here. Seems kind of fitting to put it on top of the letter. Alrighty, and let's move the leaves up enough that they cover that bottom edge. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then we've got our lighthouse. Wondering if maybe I need to do a little fussy cutting on her, just the top part. I want to leave this so I'll remember why I put a little girl. I guess I could think of it as a little girl, but on my L page instead of a G page. So I'm going to pause and do that fussy cutting real quick so this won't make the video longer. Okay. I'm kind of liking it like that. I'm trying to decide if I want to put more of the leopard on here. I don't really want to cut off just part of this lady. She's playing a lute. So it might be better to go ahead and put him on here where he just covers her up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Now then, I just realized that in all this, I didn't actually have a word. So I'm going to find an L that I like. And then I think I'm going to put that right up there by the library. I don't know. I don't want it to just stand out too much. Oh, I could put it on the leopard. Or in the corner. Right there. But it competes with maybe right there. That way it covers up the rest of that word, who. All right. That is good. So we'll put this aside and this aside. And we're going to move these. And we're going to put Ladybird down first because she's in the right spot and she'll get hidden if I don't put her in the right spot. I'm not going to cover this one with Mod Podge because I'm not gluing her down. Well, I don't know. I'll think about it. Mod Podge wrinkles up the pages, and I don't really like that, so. Okay. I know I kept her in the same place, but she doesn't look like she's in the same place. Let's do it, move it over like that. Okay. Let's do this one. And I need something right there. Okay, I'm going to go look real quick. I decided just to ink that and not worry about it. So when we ink up the page, we will ink that area that that's being. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think the truth is I'm just happier with it before I Mod Podge it. So I'm just not going to do that anymore. So my book will not be exactly the same, but I'll have more pages the way I like them than not, at least. Okay. And then I want the laugh to be right here. Let's go ahead and the cut bottom of that's not cut straight, so I'm going to let it hang off a little bit and trim it. And then I want the lighthouse. See, I didn't get things back where, it doesn't matter what I do, I can't get everything where I want it exactly. So I'm gonna trim this and find a different rock. There we go. That way I can put it where I want it. Maybe I was going to do it down there. Maybe that's why. I think that's what I was doing. So I didn't need to do all that trimming. It would have been fine. Okay. Well, that's all right. It's all right. Okay. Put a little glue under there. Okay. Another advantage to going ahead and just gluing them and not worrying about the doing Mod Podge is that I can go ahead and ink it and finish it off today, and you'll see what it looks like instead of having to wait till the next time to see what it looks like. So okay, now we've got our leopard. We're going to put him right there. All right, that'll help me know where not to put my glue. We're going to go right on that edge and then around. Okay. All right, I think I got that in just a little further than I planned, but it's all right. It's all right. Just because I had one plan doesn't mean something else is not good. Okay. That's pretty good. Now a word. That's what I knew I went somewhere to find a word. Okay. So let me just, I stuck some words over here. Let me just grab them and see if I can find one that'll work. This says lesson 13. There you go. That could work. I thought there was one in here that just said love. Here's one that says little things, but that's not a little thing, so that would kind of seem weird. Alrighty. Okay, here's a few. This one says love with all your heart. This one says live every day with intention. This one says all you need is love. This one just says love you. Okay. I guess I'm just going to put love with all your heart on here because I like that. So now instead of a word, we've got a phrase. And I have been doing words, so should have tried to figure this out in advance. I'm going to put it right over there. I do not know why. It just, I don't know. It just seems to go there. So that's where it's going to go. Sometimes things just seem to go there. That's the way it works sometimes. All right, now we're going to trim it and ink it, and we will be done. Yay. Oh, dear. Throwing stuff around. All right, almost done. I'm going to go ahead and take that little bit off because it didn't add anything. All right, now inky inky. Oh, I need to date it too. Okay. There it is, all inked up. And I'm going to put today's date just right down here. 6/3/2020. Okay. Love with all your heart. I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't started this challenge, but you want to, just go ahead. Just go ahead. There's not a time limit on it or anything. Just have fun. God bless you. Bye-bye.